We live in times of great change, times of uncertainty, times of confusion, and times of unease. The pace of life has quickened, and the kinds of problems we are experiencing are becoming much more difficult and complex. Balancing life and work today make huge demands on people's resources, physical, mental, and emotional. Many of us have lost our sense of time and place. We need time to stop, time to think, time to reflect, time to grow, time to be present with ourselves, time to begin a journey towards balancing who we are and what we do. In 1998, I thought it would be a great idea to find a place in the city of Dublin, in the heart of the city, an oasis, which would be a place of rest and peace, where people could rest in mind, body and spirit. To find a sanctuary. And that's what we created, a sanctuary. The sanctuary is a place of reflection that helps people to go inside and find their true selves. The sanctuary is a place of peace in the eye of the storm.
The sanctuary is a place of contemplation for contemporary life. It's a place for everyone, for people of all professions, like teachers, schools, prison services, the homelessness sector, youth workers, volunteers, and with those with whom they are working. It is for people of all religions, cultures and ethos. We don't just respect that, but we embrace it. It creates the richness of the sanctuary. When people visit, they embark on a journey. They come here for many reasons, and it's not our place to question why. We just welcome them. We're a gentle presence on their journey.
I like the way when, from the outside, it's got railings and it's got concrete, and as soon as you step through the front door, then it's like stepping into a different world, and you see the garden and you can hear the water, and it's warm and it's welcoming, and it really does feel like you're out of the city then. What I do like is that there's no referral form or there's no paperwork, that people can just come themselves, whether they don't have to be referred, but they can be referred. So it's a place where people can just drop in and they're welcomed and they don't get asked a lot of questions or have to fill in forms. In the caring profession, sometimes you need a bit of time out yourself. So as a health professional, the sanctuary is a place that you can also come personally rather than use it just as a resource for clients. So it is somewhere where you can come and you can take part in a class, or you can just come and you can sit in the garden and relax, and you can also access the other therapies like massage therapies. So I suppose it's a place where people can come together, people from all backgrounds and all levels can come together and enjoy the same resource.
We offer people the space and time to reconnect with themselves, their community, their society, their culture and family in a much deeper way. Through our courses and programmes, we enable people to have a greater awareness and understanding of who they are and how they relate in all aspects of life.
Meditation is about mindfulness. And to explain what mindfulness is, it's like literally the mind is fully aware of itself and what's happening around it. So whether that's when you're sitting on a cushion, or whether you're walking, drinking your tea, in your car, in bed, whatever you're doing, it means to be fully aware of what you're doing. Some people would have the attitude that a meditation is a zoning out or an avoidance of a particular feeling or something that they didn't like. So for instance, if they were feeling anxious or somewhat distressed by something, that they'd go off and meditate and forget about it. But I would say the meditation is actually the opposite of that. It's about being fully present and being fully aware of what it is that is affecting you, whether it's something in your environment or something internally. And to actually not to run away from it, but actually to embrace it in some ways.
I teach yoga here in the sanctuary. I teach a style of yoga called Satyananda Yoga. And what would make Satyananda Yoga different from other forms of yoga is the mental aspect and the spiritual aspect. It's not just a physical exercise class. I'm a firm believer that the more we meditate, the more we practice these spiritual things in our lives, the better we become.
Sometimes we're so caught up in, technology and, complexity of our work and of, our personal lives, that sometimes we forget it's as simple as this. It's as simple as just being, and that's really the basic premise of it. So it's not a crazy concept to grasp. It's something very, very basic, something very simple.
I'd be walking every morning to work, and I'd be practicing meditation on my way to work while I'm walking, becoming aware of everything around me, all my senses, like listening to birds singing, listening to the rain falling, feeling the wind, feeling everything around me. And it puts me into a state of mind in such a way that I feel very, very calm.
The sanctuary is an environment for the senses. The colours, the smells, the tastes and the sounds all help create a sense of awareness. It's the little things that matter, like the cup of coffee or the lit candle, and all these things can be easily brought into your own life and your own environment.
People often make the excuse that they don't have enough time to practice meditation. It's seen as something which is very time consuming and that they need a special place to practice in. But this is not necessarily so. Anybody can practice meditation anywhere at any time. From time to time, when I'm having a cup of tea, I would remind myself of the fact that I'm having tea by literally taking the moment to sit down and to feel the warmth of the water in the cup against my hands, to pick it up, to fully hold it in my hands, to be aware of the shape and the weight of the cup, and to see the steam and to smell the fragrance. So literally just to contemplate the cup and to be fully aware of it, it's quite powerful.
Our approach respects the fact that every person is unique, and through our practices and techniques, we offer a way of being that leads to a greater understanding and balance in your life. We want the sanctuary to provide you with the opportunities to find sanctuary in your own life, no matter where you are.
We believe that through meditation and mindfulness, we can create a more compassionate and fair society. We cannot teach people how to be fair and compassionate, but what we can do is that we can create an environment where people can grow into becoming more compassionate people. At the sanctuary, we offer people an environment in which they can pause and reflect on their way of being, to be more connected, to come closer to their heart, to be more loving, and to have the courage to be more authentic. And that is going to make a different world, a more compassionate world, a more caring world. We cannot change the world, but we can change ourselves, and that is where the real change begins. We can be the change we want to see in the world.
Bye.